It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
All right, so according to CBS News, there are, everyone I'm sure knows at least a little bit who the Proud Boys are. And there's some, I guess, difference of opinion as far as what they are.
Well, I know exactly what they are.
But they are listed as a hate group.
Yeah, and that's wrong too. They're frat boys.
So bottom line is, they're listed as a hate group. I don't want to try and get in all that. But
you know who the director is, right?
His name is right here.
Yeah, he's a Cuban African guy.
Enrique Tari, I think it's, I don't know, Enrique something.
Yeah, what a racist group, huh?
Yeah, well.
Okay.
So a bunch of people in Alachua County, Florida, which everyone knows Florida is actually very much it's a Republican state, except for Alachua, which is where the University of Florida and Gainesville
also
is located.
Dade, Broward County,
True, but Alachua is somewhat well known for being very, Democrat, but very left leaning. I'm guessing probably because of the location of the university. But in any event, a bunch of people in Alachua County, a few individuals in Arizona, and a guy in Alaska received this email that was ostensibly, it's up on your screen now if you're on Facebook Live, but it says, "Vote for Trump or else. We are in possession of all your information. You are currently registered as a Democrat, and we know this because we have gained access into the entire voting infrastructure. You will vote for Trump on Election Day, or we will come after you. Change your party affiliation to Republican to let us know you received our message and will comply. We will know which candidate you voted for. I would take this seriously if I were you." Now, this is actually the email that's up here.
Right.
My friend's daughter actually received this email. So
nice.
Yeah.
we know it's legit that they actually were. So what it boiled down to is, of course, they reported it to the FBI and the Voter Commission and all that. So it was found that the IP addresses that these, and it said it was from the Proud Boys, which ironically the Proud Boys website currently isn't even active. That's impossible for it to have come from there anyway. So the IP addresses were found to be based in Saudi Arabia, Estonia, and one other. But they're saying that the way that it was, and I don't understand a lot about tech, but I guess that they're not saying the emails originated in those locations. That's where they were routed through. So they could have come from Russia. They could have come from California. I mean, they could have ostensibly come from anywhere.
The U.S. intelligence community, they warned Americans. This was last night. They put out that Iran and Russia are trying to interfere in the 2020 presidential election, and the director of the National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, okay, and the FBI director, Christopher Wray, they said in a press conference that Iran has targeted voters through spoof emails.
Exactly.
Such as what this is, right?
And the scary part of it is, it's not true. And most of us who spend any, major amount of time on social media are going to look at that and say, yeah, okay, whatever. But then you've got your elderly community and those maybe who aren't so tech savvy who might very well see this and think, oh my God, this is true.
Right.
Especially when in Florida, the voter registration, much of that is public information. So you've got your phone numbers, your email addresses, your addresses. A couple of people said that in the email it included an address, but they were old. So they appear to be, whoever it was that hacked into these servers and sent these emails appear to be operating off of older information.
There's also on the opposite end of the spectrum there in New England. The headline reads, this is from the New York Post, the Trump supporters receive menacing letters threatening to burn down their homes.
Really?
Yeah, so President Trump supporters these are two small towns, they're saying, out of New England, have gotten these threatening letters to burn down their homes, and they're actually letters that were mailed, like physical letters. Right, so Milford, New Hampshire, said that they're working to track down the culprits who mailed the letters to several supporters of Trump in the small town, while cops in nearby Brookline, reported that at least 2 residents have also gotten threatening correspondence. And dear neighbors, the letters, here's what the letters read. Dear neighbors, you have been identified by our group as being a Trump supporter. Your address has been added into our database as a target for when we attack should Trump not concede the election. It says, we recommend that you check your home insurance policy and make that it is current and that it is adequate coverage for the fire damage. Let me tell you something. If I get any, whether it's a spoof or actual physical letter, someone threatens me, I do the exact opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just out of spite.
Just out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a good one, too, because, heck, you've got not only do you have interfering with an election, which is federal, but then you've also got mail fraud. So, yeah.
You know,
well, that's why this kind of threat is almost certainly not coming from the opposite political party, right? This isn't the sort of thing that actually intimidates people into doing things. It's the sort of thing that stirs up things so you can accuse the other side of doing it.
Exactly.
I mean, the Proud Boys didn't send those emails. Certainly not signed by the Proud Boys.
No,
it's like the guy.
No.
The guy said he was like, it sounds to me. It's obviously someone who doesn't.
So
think very
obviously
highly
somebody
of
who
us.
doesn't like the Proud Boys
Exactly.
pretending to be them.
Right.
Same
right.
with the Trump thing.
It could
it's
be.
almost certainly a Trump supporter sending it.
Yeah, you know.
So they can accuse the left.
It very well
trying
could
to
be.
And
manipulate
it's free
them.
publicity too.
Sure.
For your party.
WTF.
Indeed.
So, what goes into that, though? I mean, to be stupid enough to mail it, you know it's going to get traced, right?
You would think so.
Well,
Yeah.
You go to the post office and mail something, I can put your address as the sender's address.
Like when I was mailing out that anthrax stuff, they found out it was me. You know,
that was harsh how they did you on
they
that
tr-
too. You know.
the friggin'.
It was.
Luckily for me, it was Coke. It wasn't even right. So
Baby powder.
yeah,
Baby powder.
it's Coke. Man, just take it easy out there. All right. So hey, if you're looking at your emails and you see stuff like that, okay. Don't
Send it to us.
send it to us. Yes, Lawyer Wayne will take a look at it. LawyerWayne.com.
I've had some people receive some really crazy stuff, some threats and stuff, and I was able to comfort them and said, "This is a scam. You can ignore this."
What was the threats?
The IRS has put out a warrant for your arrest because of your payment. You better call now, and then they want you to pay with Google gift cards.
Oh yeah, that's a bad.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Google
that kind of
gift cards.
And-
Oh yeah,
and people would
if you
believe
call the
it?
number, they're going to say, "We're from the IRS. You better pay your back taxes of $150 or whatever. All right, we need you to purchase some Amazon gift cards.
Yeah,
or
I've
some
seen that.
Apple cards."
And people fall for it, but
Yes,
it's
they
usually
will.
the elderly, and it's really kind of sad because they just.
I knew somebody that their elderly person.
What was the situation?
They went to the store like they
They
were
did.
told to
It was
and
on the
bought these
news.
gift cards and read them their numbers and
Yeah.
Now, have you?
these scams.
Did you
work
speak to
sometimes.
that person that actually went to the store to
No,
buy the gift card?
spoke to their relative had done it.
Okay, because they can't be all there.
That's who gets preyed upon.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Scammers.
fear mongering, and they
Because
don't.
you or I get something like that, we're gonna spot
laugh.
it immediately.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that ever again.
Well, there's a lot of folks of a different generation, though, that aren't, like you said, tech savvy, that don't know that it's not real.
Or never have
Exactly.
it. You don't even have the concept that somebody would try to do that to you.
Sure,
Right.
yeah.
You don't even think that somebody would. How are they going to get your to call in and do something like that?
But must
Well,
be
and they've
real.
gotten really well. They've gotten really high tech on copying. I mean, I remember way back in the day with the Nigerian prints and stuff like that. I mean, it was
Right.
spelled terribly. You know, the PayPal
Right.
logo was not right. But
Same thing
some
with the
of
ones
these,
coming out of Ghana, right?
yeah, like some of these. Rhea, I'm sorry.
Gonorrhea. That was your joke. You made a gonorrhea joke. What is this? Third grade? Red Pill Jen, we're having a serious discussion.
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'll correct myself.
It's okay. You know, you're all right. You put you put the her in herpes, okay? How about
Oh,
that?
you're too kind.
right.
Love you too, Jeff.
Third grade humor. You did third grade jokes. I got to throw one back.
I got my cootie shot. No, it's sad though, you know, and it really and so if anyone does get these emails, you know, don't pay attention to it. It's crap, and contact your local authorities so that you know they can stop the scam, and so that someone who maybe isn't quite as savvy as yourself doesn't get intimidated into not casting their vote, no matter which side it's for.
The debates are tonight.
Goody gum.
They're in Nashville.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. No trivia.
I got the. If you want, you go on to the at Joe Padula on Instagram or the Joe Padula Show Facebook page. You can get your debate bingo card.
Okay.
I saw
Nice.
that.
Okay. All right. Every time somebody says one of the items on the bingo card, you get to. And if you.
What do we get?
The winner gets they get to come hang out here, and we'll give them a seltzer water.
Nice.
Okay.
Are we still out of seltzer
Yeah,
water?
we're still out.
Oh,
but-
okay.
yeah, so a date to be determined.
Okay.
All right, so anyone messages drug test, okay, pre-existing conditions, Trojan horse, fake news, Okay.
Huge. What
Yeah.
is Burisma?
Oh,
God.
Do you want me to tell
Should
you?
I have asked?
No,
I'll go into the whole Hunter
it's
Biden.
a company that Hunter Biden was
Oh.
getting paid by, the Ukrainian oil company.
Thank
Right.
you, Lawyer Wayne,
that
for
that the big
clearing
guy was getting 10%
I
kickback
got
for.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, did you?
I doubt it.
Did you see the guy that used to work with Hunter Biden in this, who just came forward today? Yeah.
I had not, actually. My wife asked me if we were going to talk about it. I
Yeah.
I skimmed over it, but I really didn't read it.
I saw something that said Trump was bringing some guy.
That's the guy.
Okay, to
Yep.
the debate?
Yeah.
All right,
so,
same story? All right.
So that
That's
guy.
funny.
All right. Red Pill Jen.
Such a troll.
Should I just give you a little recap real quick then?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Okay. Then please do.
Don't worry. We'll do it another day. Don't worry. There's plenty more information.
Well, we had talked
it.
about it on the air a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. When it first broke.
Yeah, and so I do remember that much of it. And I saw that somebody had started posting screenshots today of it, but it was like 30 minutes before I had to leave, so I didn't really look at it.
If all comes true and everything, very incriminating stuff. But all right, let's move forward.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.